So today we talking about what's really going on behind the scenes in the NFL. And contrary to everybody's belief, Tom Brady isn't the GOAT. Follow the sauce.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Too short.
Too tall. Hey, you almost messed me up, man.
You already be messing up on your own, calling yourself too short.
You almost messed me up.
I'm too short.
Goodness.
I'm too short.
How about them Bengals? Hey, who called it? I know y'all was talking trash. The Bengals.
Gonna lose this week, though.
That's what we've been saying since the playoffs started.
Nope. I did say the Titans was gonna beat them, though.
Right.
I did. But this last game, I said that the Bengals was gonna probably win.
You came around.
I said if T. Higgins, no, I said, what he said. I said if T. Higgins have 100 yards receiving, the Bengals was gonna win.
How many did he have?
106.
106.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 106.
106.
They not gonna get to the Super Bowl and fold.
Hey, this is what I'm saying right now. I'm put it on camera. You heard it here first. Chase about to get that humble pie. Cause you going up against a man. Who you facing up there in the north? Who?
It's gonna be a back and forth.
Yes, in the north.
It's gonna be
Browns,
a back. It's
the Steelers DBs. Who else in the AFC North? Baltimore DBs? They was playing their second string DBs all year. So that's you going off of that? That's who you beating up on? You finna face a man this week and Weddle fresh off the couch.
That's his problem.
No, it ain't. Let the team in tackles.
That's his problem.
Let the team in
wipe them
tackles.
cobwebs off.
Let the team in tackles, though.
I hear you.
Defense.
Chase is gonna get his. It's gonna be a back and forth.
It don't never,
you know how it goes. He's not
be
just
like
gonna get
that.
locked up.
You know the Stars, just like Chase didn't even have 100 yards against the Chiefs DB.
But Higgins did.
So you think he gonna do it against Ramsey?
Higgins. We just gonna go to Higgins.
Higgins might have 100 again.
In the end.
And they
gonna win off of that 100.
They're not gonna win this time. It's not gonna be enough.
Let's do it.
It's not gonna be enough.
33 years.
Hey,
it's time.
And I'm predicting.
What you throwing? Scores?
I'm predicting Odell for 200 yards in the Super Bowl.
Sheesh.
It's just time for him to go. Stupid. Cooper Kupp might have 80 yards. Cooper might have 80 yards. Odell finna go crazy in the Super Bowl. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to check me out. Normally, you start moving those safeties outside to give help to your number one guy, right?
Right.
That's not gonna happen. They gonna stay favoring Kupp. So that's gonna leave a lot of potential one-on-one matchups with Odell.
And he gonna win those.
And he gonna win them. And I'm saying right now, if he have one play, I said 60.
Yep. It's gonna be a 60.
If he have a 60-yard play, he gonna have 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
He gonna have a big play. I'm torn because I want Odell to win. I want Jalen to win. Matthew Stafford.
Come on now.
But I gotta ride.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
They got time. He second-year player, first-year player. They got time.
I know, but I can't turn my back. I can't turn my back on the Bengals now.
Turn your back. You just turned to him. Come on, turn your back. He act like he been riding with the Bengals.
I've been riding with my playoffs. That's my team for the playoffs.
Look.
So now I'm gonna say, when they get to the ship.
He act like he been riding with the Bengals since Asias.
Come on, man.
You ain't been with the Bengals since Boomer.
Man. Come on, man.
Come on. Come on. It's on my
2 weeks, we gonna find out. But what's going on in the NFL today? Man. I'm tired of it.
Man, look.
I'm tired of it. It's
y'all
like an onion.
Check me out. Oh, what'd you say?
It's like an onion. You just peeling different layers. One thing come out, but then there's something else underneath that.
Man, it's too
many layers. And then there's something else underneath that.
It's a lot of layers in that league, my boy.
Like, you think you know what's going on.
And y'all really think the Flakegate was all BS? Man, look at Bill Belichick. He can't even text the right Brian. He done text the wrong Brian in his phone.
How you do that?
And then spilt the beans.
How you do that?
Brian, yeah, Bill messed up. Bill messed up.
But the whole system is messed up though, as far as what's the rule?
Let's tell the people what's going. The Rooney Rule.
The Rooney Rule.
Let's tell the people what's going on.
Right. So Bill done text Flores,
Brian
Flores, who was the previous head coach for the Dolphins.
Yeah, for the Dolphins.
Right. Text them. Hey, congratulations. I hope you're ready. They really love you. You got the job, blase, blase. And Flores is like, yeah, I want this, but my interview isn't until Thursday. So, did you mean to text
Brian Daboll? Yeah.
the other Brian?
Gosh.
Which they had already interviewed. They already knew that's who they want to go with. Right? They already know they're going to hire him.
Trying to check that the box of interviewing a black candidate.
But we have to say that we brought in at least one black candidate and we interviewed him for the head coaching job.
What's messed up about it is I didn't like the rule from jump.
No.
Just because we knew what was going to happen with the rule. And we've been seeing it this whole time with all of these interviews. But we knew what was going to happen. We knew that this was just going to be like just a matter of fact. Like, we need to call him in. We need to do that. Let him ride. We know who we want. We knew that.
Requirements.
Yeah, we knew that. But I don't know. It's already really hard to get a job as a head coach. As, for black coaches anyways. You see a lot of opportunities for guys that they don't have to prove themselves to get an opportunity. Not saying that they aren't good coaches. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that they didn't have to prove themselves to get where they are. So it's I don't know. It's just so many layers to this thing. And not to mention, if you haven't heard, the owner from the Dolphins was trying to make Flores throw games on purpose, and he offered him $100,000 a loss. Every time he lost, he was going to give him $100,000. He had an incentive to lose. Now, I don't know where all this is going on at. But if you don't think that there's more to the game than the pieces that you see on the field, then you just have no clue.
You are mistaken. I could not wrap my mind around why you would fire a coach.
He got fired for what?
For winning. Because that's what happened. They lost the first half of their games. Went on a streak. The second half, 8 games, 7 games in a row? And you fired him? I just couldn't understand it.
Now, he hot. He got it figured out. Second half of the season, great.
We building. This is a young team, a rebuilding team.
Yeah, man.
But now it makes sense. He got fired because he was winning. So now, you get fired. Now what you gonna do? You got to go find another job.
And then this happened. So imagine what Flores is going through. He like, man, I'm in a situation where I was getting offered $100,000 a game to lose. I'm started winning. So now it makes more sense about this whole quarterback issue over there to me. Because Tua went from this to people just hating Tua. I just couldn't get my mind around.
Everything is just starting to
make more sense. So then it's like, then he leaves that situation to have this fall in his lap. That was divine for Belichick to do that. It was just like,
it was meant to happen.
Like, goodness, man. I don't know, bro. It's frustrating. There's so many layers in this thing. And if if you want to say, why do you bring race up? We didn't start the race thing. We didn't start this issue with race. It's just the fact is, like, this didn't begin with us making a race issue. If you go back, I don't have to talk about the details about when race became an issue in this country. It's just continued to spill over. It's 2022,
and we got one black head coach in the NFL.
And I don't know. I'm guessing the percentage is probably 70% NFL black. And if like, again, I'm not saying that the coaches that got opportunities early on aren't good coaches, but I'm saying they didn't have to prove themselves or jump through the hoops that you see some of the black coaches have to go through. So it's just interesting. It's interesting.
My boy shaving points. That's what he's really doing. He's shaving.
Yeah, that's gambling. That's interesting that he could still be an owner in this league. So is the league really like, man, there's a lot of stuff coming out about the Shield that you just wonder, like, we know what's really going on. Like, it's just a lot of manipulation, and there's so much money involved that it's a hard empire to really take on.
I just can't wrap my mind around what you gonna do as a coach, and the GM tell you need to lose. Man, how do you approach your team?
And the owner was one.
The owner
and the GM.
How you go to your team like that?
You don't go to your team.
You just call BS plays and
you start certain guys, you bench certain guys, you rotate certain guys, you make certain decisions.
You don't call timeouts
when
yeah.
Time management. There's a lot of stuff,
Oh no.
that happens. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's unfortunate, man. I was real disappointed to see all of that. I just keep getting disappointed by information that you kind of already know, but once you actually see it, it's a little different. Yeah, that's all.
But just like you said, this ain't nothing new. It's really not. This is something that we already know happens. So.
But y'all really got the Bengals, though?
I got the Bengals, all right? Forget the Bengals, though. Who is the GOAT?
What? Of what? All
football.
Sports?
Football. I'm just talking football. Because everybody refers to Brady as the GOAT.
Well, tell me.
You know what I mean? Even I've done it.
Look, he didn't just sing.
Yep, I done seen some stuff yesterday.
Statistic.
Did you know?
Yes, 11 Super Bowls.
There was a quarterback by the name. You talking about 11 Super Bowls.
What? What's him name?
Did you know that there was a quarterback for the Browns? The dog pound. By the name
before the AFC, NFC.
By the name of Otto Graham. Played 10 seasons.
Before the NFC, AFC merged?
Went to 10 Super Bowls.
How many did he win, though? Because Brady been to 10 Super Bowls. He must have won 10.
Won 7.
Oh, well, he's the same as Tom.
How? Tom
Super Bowls
in 22 years.
He talking about it. He played for
Otto played 10 seasons. Went to 10 Super Bowls.
That's before sports performance was even a thing. So they don't even matter.
I seen a meme talking about
they was drinking water.
He wasn't getting chased by any black dudes. Say, oh, come on, y'all.
Hey, that D-line look. Hey, what year was it? Put the year out there.
What year was it?
1919? Huh? What year was it? Huh?
I'm gonna look it up.
They was still playing in flats.
10 straight appearances.
They wasn't even playing in cleats.
He said they was playing in flats.
They was still playing in flats. Huh?
The 40s.
The
He was playing in the 40s.
1940s.
Hey, I don't care. 10 seasons, 10 championships.
Man, look.
Boy, you a bad man. You are. Who else
Was there
doing
only
that?
2 teams in the league?
No. Come on now.
Man,
Otto Graham. Check him out.
don't check him out. He ain't the GOAT.
Check him out. He's the GOAT.
He ain't the GOAT.
You can't even look him up.
I'm not looking nothing up. Let me talk to you about the 1940s.
Oh, he go look, yeah.
Designer bags
wrong.
was $3.50. Okay? In the 1940s. We talking about before they was drinking water for energy, smoking cigarettes for lung health.
Just think about that.
He was probably smoking cigarettes at halftime.
Just think about that.
He ain't the GOAT.
Talking about cigarettes at halftime.
Bro, let me-
this is
Bro.
left field. When I was playing arena ball at halftime, our center would smoke like 5 cigarettes
What?
and then come back for the game. He'll go right outside, smoke 5 cigarettes, come back.
Man. Come on, fam.
I said, what? I've never seen it.
Nah, never. Never, man. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures from the 1940s.
Everything is relative, man. Everything is
They
relative.
just had invented the Slinky in 1940. Velcro just came in 1940. Tupperware and Frisbees. You want y'all to look at you want y'all to check out an athlete when the Tupperware bowl.
Hey, we just talking about sports, man. We just talking about sports.
They had just invented
That's
the
it.
jet engine in 1940.
it.
What? The microwave oven, kitty litter, all of this stuff from the 1940s. You want to look back and say that he the GOAT?
10 seasons, 10
Nah.
championships.
What's his name?
Otto Graham.
I'm about to pull up a picture.
OTTO Graham.
How you spell Graham? G.O.A.T.
You know it.
Hey, I ain't the best speller now. I'll put that out there.
That's the one.
Nah, player.
There he goes.
Let me tell you
There
something.
he go. Look.
Let me tell you something.
Put the picture up, bro.
The game was so soft. They didn't even have face masks.
See?
You want to take the GOAT? He didn't even have to wear a face mask.
So then that brings my next question. Does it matter what era you play in to be considered the GOAT?
Huh?
Does it matter what era you play in to be considered the GOAT? Right? Because people always say, oh, if LeBron played back when.
LeBron would have been fine back in the old
If
era.
this person would have played when. So does it matter the era? Or does it matter about
it matters
the
for
production?
it matters for argumentative purposes. It's still just an opinion. It's still just
Regardless,
subjective
right? Yeah.
anyway. So it's like, but I mean, you have to admit, like now in the NBA, it's a lot of flopping BS going on. But then people try to talk about the athletes because sports performance has changed so much. I mean, the last 10 years, talk
Yeah.
about 30 years, sports performance is crazy. So you know, when you look at football, it's even a bigger difference to me than basketball.
As far as the errors.
Man,
yeah.
the errors. Come on, man.
Hey, but
Let me tell you
without them
something.
face masks,
You
they were
take-
still out there going dumb.
I'm just sorry. You take your best player from the 40s, probably wouldn't make the roster. Probably would not make the practice roster.
We advanced now. Ain't nobody gonna make it on.
Come on now. Otto, he wouldn't have made it. He probably couldn't play in Texas 5A high school football. He wouldn't even be able to make
Everything
one of
is that
these.
you just
6A.
said it. Sports performance is
Come on, Otto.
the GOAT.
No, he 10 for 10. Hey, let me tell you something. So he came in rookie year, made the Super Bowl. Last year, made the Super Bowl. Won it 7 times.
He played 10 seasons.
How many games they play? 6.
I don't know how many seasons. I didn't know how many games they played
And
per
how many teams
season.
they had in
I
the
don't.
40s?
I don't know how many.
2?
Hey, all I'm worried about is ships.
And look,
That's it.
Tom the GOAT, man. But here's a better question though. I seen a picture of all the GOATs. Yeah, Mike, Gretzky, Serena. Of course, you had TB. Hey, who's the GOAT in track?
All time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
Oh,
Bo.
you saying?
I was gonna say Bo, but I
yeah.
want to ask y'all before y'all. Hey,
yeah.
Allison Felix.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
argue that? You argue that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
on.
we on live.
Carl Lewis has 10 Olympic medals. 9 are gold. 1 is silver.
Carl was dirty though, wasn't he?
Good, look. That's what look at.
Hey, Carl was dirty.
Look at Shane.
Because he won.
But okay,
Bo was
Allison
dirty.
Bo- all time.
All time.
So you have all of the boats, all of the GOATs.
But they all in this era.
Yeah, you know that's what I seen a big argument about. Really, so they put Serena as the GOAT of all GOATs.
No.
I done seen a hell of argument for that. I was. Yeah, like if you just look at her resume.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, she. Floyd
Floyd is a goat now. Floyd is a goat.
Now you gotta put him out there. You could argue Floyd. You could argue Floyd.
I put him in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah, you could argue Floyd. But they had
bad
Serena.
man.
Basically, they had Serena GOAT of all GOATs.
Just dominated.
Yeah, it's just hard.
She just.
Hard to argue that. It was hard to argue that. But yeah, man. Look, hey, give us y'all Super Bowl pick. Y'all got the Rams.
Hey, my Bengal fans, man. I'm glad to be on y'all side. In about 2 weeks, where I really been with y'all this whole playoffs.
He trying to plead.
Hey.
Let him in, y'all. He want to be
Hey.
in. He want to be in.
Open the gate for me. Open the gate.
Y'all, let him in, y'all. Let him in.
Joe. Hey, they say my boy Joe gonna be on his deathbed about 35 from all the cigars he gonna smoke in his career. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, y'all, let us know what y'all think about the way the NFL is handling the hiring of black coaches and the Rooney Rule. What you think about that?
Should they even have that rule?
Hashtag Ass Sauce Twins.
Subscribe.
What will you sacrifice to be great?